A very active day of weather is ahead of us with a wide range of hazards possible. So in this morning's video, we're going to be bringing you all of the latest and greatest so that you can be prepared. As we do have an active jet stream coming in today. This will start off today again and move through the next couple of days, maybe even over a week from now. As this moves through, it'll bring the potential for severe weather pretty much every day, including today. So we're going to have to watch it closely. There will be potential for pretty much any hazard today. So we're going to go over all of that in this morning's video. Please consider leaving a like on this video and subscribing to the channel if you've not done so already. I would greatly appreciate both of those things, but what I would appreciate even more is that you guys leave a comment down below where you are watching from. I would greatly know or appreciate knowing where you guys are watching from. It helps me know where to focus. So please consider doing that. To get started here, we're going to look at our hazards map for today. So obviously there could be some changes to this by the time you're actually seeing this video. Most of this stuff out west here along and then west of the Rockies is lower criteria. Nothing too crazy about this. We do have some red flag warnings up in Colorado and New Mexico still. The bigger story to me are these winter weather advisories coming up in this purple here across areas of Pennsylvania and New York. By the time you're seeing this, there might be an extension to some of these up into New Hampshire and Maine. It's very possible. So we'll have to watch for that. But even these are not overly high criteria. One thing I am more interested in is our severe risk for today. And this is outlined here by the Storm Prediction Center. So you got two risk criteria up on your map. This lighter shade of green that you see multiple areas of are general risk of thunderstorms. So that is just the chance that your average rain shower actually could produce lightning. And then the higher criteria warning inside of this is this darker green, marginal risk, level 1 out of 5 for severe weather of some kind across areas of Kansas, Oklahoma, and into the Texas panhandle here. And we can break this down by type. Currently, the Storm Prediction Center is not calling for tornadoes. And the same goes for wind. These could produce some sporadic wind damage if the environment is correct. This is actually a marginal risk for hail. So there could be some colder air moving in aloft that gets these storms going. And with that, it could bring the potential for hail. Other than that, this is our general risk area. Again, by the time you're seeing this, there could be slight changes, extensions, possibly even a slight risk level 2 out of 5 issued. So please be on the lookout for that. So moving past that, I'm gonna kind of set up why we're seeing this, and we're gonna move past it. So what you're looking at here is the jet stream aloft. This is a few miles up in the sky, and these bolder purples that you see here, these are just areas of stronger winds. These get storms going. They also can usher in a different air mass. So this is starting off. Let's see. Let's back this up a little bit more here. It's starting off right about now in this frame here. So if we do a little drawing, you can see how there's a black line, very faint right there. That is our low pressure. That's the center of the low, many miles up in the sky. And you can see a very prominent area of stronger winds aloft. If you see these little flag things turn to a triangle, that means the wind is stronger, and these bolder purples also represent it. So if we take this is right about now, and we move on in time, you will see as we work our way into this afternoon, you can see how this kind of expands a bit and moves into the Central Plains more. This trough kind of dips down a little bit more, kind of poking back a little bit, kind of digs a little further, if you will. And this could get those storms going. And again, like I said, this can usher in a different air mass. So this is bringing the potential for hail if we get cooler air to usher in aloft. So there's your setup there. Now, how does it actually reflect to the surface? Let's look at that. This is the HRRR model, starting off right about now and working throughout the day. So we have a few different areas that I noticed that stand out to me. Areas of southern Wyoming, Utah, and Colorado here could have some snow falling, although this is mainly higher elevated. So we kind of scratch that off the list here and move our way to the east a bit. So starting off now, you can see in areas of Pennsylvania, we kind of got a mixed bag of precipitation going on. Again, there could be changes and differences by the time you are seeing this video. But again, this is the general idea, and that's what this model is assuming will happen. So as we work our way through today, you'll see that snow, freezing rain, and sleet, all of that wintry precipitation work its way up into New York. This is getting about lunchtime today, matter of about 5 hours or so from now, 6 hours. And this continues. This area of snow is expected to intensify for areas of the Northeast with more rain moving in behind it in the Midwest, just north, along and north of the Ohio River. Now, again, this is getting into the mid-afternoon hours, and this activity back here in Oklahoma and Texas could be the beginnings of something more severe. But we take a broader look to include everybody here, and we move on. This snow even could get intense in areas of Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, and northern New York, with a corridor of freezing rain and sleet on the south side. So we'll have to watch for that. And the HRRR is picking up on some activity in this area. It doesn't look crazy, but because of some colder air aloft, again, this could get some of that hail going. This is about 12 hours from the time you're seeing this video, about 7 p.m. Eastern time, that is. And we see areas of heavy snow up here. We see rain in areas along and north of the Ohio River. And we move on a few more hours, and this is getting towards midnight tonight. Areas of snow continue in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, with maybe a more notable corridor of freezing rain developing in areas of Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. There could be little changes and tweaks to this. This might not be exactly what happens. This is just the model's general idea. I have high confidence in that. And we get out just along and past midnight, then we get more things to fire. I want to note that the Storm Prediction Center outlook runs from this morning all the way through tomorrow morning. So overnight things are valid in this outlook, and we do get some storms to fire off in the panhandles here in southern Texas, or southern Kansas, that is, northern Texas. And any of these could produce possibly even a little bit of everything. So I have to watch for those, and we'll have you guys covered in this evening's video as well for that. And this is getting into tomorrow morning, so no need to overly focus on this. But we could have severe weather ongoing in Oklahoma and Kansas. So moving past that, looking at our temperatures here, this is our overall picture. This is the national blend of models, and this is what it shows for pretty much our daytime high temperatures today. So you can see a massive gradient here in the central areas of the U.S., the Midwest, and the Central Plains here, kind of dividing a chilly day up here from a nice, warm, even humid, muggy day to the south. So we have to watch for that. We definitely do have, I want to note, in areas of the eastern U.S., we do have our cold air damming still hanging on for about one more day. Just kind of cold air dropping down from the north, and this could make our temperatures in some of these areas, like the upstate of South Carolina, most of South Carolina actually, northern Georgia, and North Carolina here, cooler than our neighbors, so just watch for that. Stay tuned to your local sources. They'll have you covered for your actual temperature breakdowns for your city. But this is a broad picture here. Northeast will remain cold today. Do expect that, as well as the northern plains could remain quite cold even for daytime high temperatures. And we have 30s as high temperatures in some of these areas. So to give you guys a general idea of how much snow you could see, here is from now through the end of this event pretty much. And so anywhere from 1 to as much as 3 or even 4 inches of snow could fall in areas of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, maybe even higher elevations in New York. So I have to watch for that. A few tenths of an inch of snow. This is kind of ongoing now, start of the next couple hours. And looking at ice here, not a lot is expected, although there are some corridors here, especially in the favored cold air damming regions of the Appalachian Mountains, where we could see more freezing rainfall, but this does not look highly impactful. We don't have ice storm warnings issued or anything like that, so I'm not overly worried. So, a closer look at these temperatures. I'm mainly covering the areas that most of my viewers are in, but if you are in other areas, please let me know in the comments and I can begin to include more. So this is the southeast U.S. today. You can definitely see this cold air damming, the area pocket of cooler air right here, kind of just sitting there. It's very frustrating, I think is the word I would use for that. And then generally it's a very warm day though. We have 70s across the deep south, 80s in Florida here. So 70s and 80s across the deep. It's a very nice day, very warm day. And moving up the coast a bit, this is the mid-Atlantic sector here, and there's definitely getting into Virginia. It definitely starts to cool down, but areas of North Carolina could be in the mid 60s. If you do notice here, some of these counties, like these ones right here, are warmer. This is just a disagreement between National Weather Service offices. So that's why these are slightly different. But generally, upper 50s into the low 60s in North Carolina, getting up into Virginia, yeah, it does cool down. And then moving up the coast again, this is areas of Maine and onward further north. Areas, again, of New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine will not break freezing, but generally the mid 30s to maybe even the low 40s across the Northeast is expected. Other than that, nothing too crazy is anticipated as of now. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Please tune in this evening for a more in-depth discussion of our upcoming storm systems. We will have quite a few of them. Overall today, very active day ahead, a lot going on. Nothing insane, but definitely a lot to watch. So stay tuned to your local sources. Appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one.